Hook W Hauser drove Center 30 others. Did you know that 73% of car designers believe modern supercars are becoming too homogenous? They are all starting to look the same, smooth lines, massive wings, and, well, not much else. We're about to dive into the automotive history books and resurrect some seriously cool, seriously missed supercar styling trends. Get ready for a dose of nostalgia and maybe, just maybe, inspire the next generation of hypercar designers. Buckle up, let's get started! 1. Pop up headlights, Eldu 32,000ers. Pop up headlights, the undisputed kings of cool in the 80s and 90s. These weren't just headlights, they were a statement, a wink to the future, a touch of James Bond-esque gadgetry. They allowed for incredibly sleek front end designs when tucked away, creating a seamless aesthetic that's almost impossible to replicate with modern fixed headlights. Think about it, the Lamborghini Countach, the Porsche 928, the Lotus Esprit, all legendary cars defined in part by their disappearing lights. But why did they vanish? Safety regulations, mainly. Pedestrian safety became a major concern, and those sharp edges of pop-up headlights weren't exactly pedestrian-friendly. Aerodynamics also played a role as designers sought to minimize drag and optimize fuel efficiency. That being said, with modern materials and clever engineering, there's no reason we can't see a reimagined, safer, and more aerodynamic version of pop-ups make a comeback. Imagine a pop-up light bar that runs the width of the car! The possibilities are endless. 2. Wedge Shapes 200 to 330. There's the Wedge, bold, aggressive, and undeniably iconic. These sharply angled designs screamed speed and futurism. Originating in the late 60s and peaking in the 70s and 80s, Wedge Shapes were all about creating a low, slung profile and a sense of forward motion, even when the car was standing still. The Lamborghini Countach is arguably the most famous example, but think also of the DeLorean DMC-12, the Lancia Stratos, and even the original BMW in1. While modern aerodynamics have moved away from such extreme angles, there's no denying the visual impact of a well-executed wedge shape. Today, designers prioritize rounded edges and smooth curves to improve airflow, but incorporating subtle wedge elements into a modern design could add a much-needed dose of aggression and visual drama. We're not saying bring back the full-blown Countach silhouette, but a nod to those sharp lines would be a refreshing change from the increasingly blob-like shapes we're seeing today. 3. Phone dial wheels, 330, $500. Okay, hear us out. Phone dial wheels. Really? Yes! These distinctive wheels, characterized by their circular cutouts arranged like. Well, a rotary phone dial were a staple of the 80s and 90s. Often found on Porsches and Ferraris, they added a touch of retro futurism to any car they adorned. They were also incredibly strong for their weight, offering performance benefits alongside their unique aesthetics. While modern wheel designs tend to favor intricate multi-spoke patterns or sleek minimalist styles, the simplicity and visual impact of phone dial wheels shouldn't be dismissed. Imagine a modern interpretation of this classic design, perhaps with lighter materials like carbon fiber or forged aluminum. A contemporary take on the phone dial wheel could provide a unique and eye-catching alternative to the increasingly generic wheel designs that dominate the market. Plus, it's a great conversation starter. 4. Targa Tops 500, 6 and 30. The Targa Top, a compromise between a coupe and a full convertible, offering open air motoring without sacrificing structural rigidity. This design, pioneered by Porsche with the 911 Targa in the 1960s, became a popular option for supercars seeking to provide drivers with the best of both worlds. It offers a unique blend of open air fun with the structural integrity that a full convertible sometimes lacks. In a world dominated by hardtop convertibles and fixed roof coupes, the Targa Top feels like a breath of fresh air, literally. It offered a unique aesthetic, a distinct silhouette, and a practical solution for those who wanted open air driving without the drawbacks of a full convertible. While modern convertible designs have become more sophisticated, the simplicity and charm of the Targa Top still resonate. Imagine a modern supercar with a lightweight, removable Targa panel made from carbon fiber. It's a perfect blend of classic styling and modern technology. 5. Louvered rear windows, 638,000ers louvered rear windows. Perhaps one of the most polarizing styling trends on this list, but undeniably distinctive. Popular in the 70s and 80s, these slatted rear windows were designed to provide shade, reduce glare, and, let's be honest, look incredibly cool. They were a defining feature of cars like the Lamborghini Countach, the Ferrari 308 GTB, and even the Pontiac Trans Am. While some may see them as outdated or even gaudy, louvered rear windows offer a unique aesthetic that's unlike anything else on the road. They add a sense of mystery, a touch of retro futurism, and a healthy dose of attitude. Moreover, they had a functional purpose, reducing the amount of direct sunlight entering the cabin and helping to keep the interior cooler. With modern materials, a contemporary take on louvers could be functional and stylish. Imagine adjustable louvers that automatically adjust based on sunlight conditions. 6. Integrated rear spoilers, I-800 at 930. Forget those massive bolt-on wings. We're talking about integrated rear spoilers. Subtler, more elegant, and just as effective. These spoilers, seamlessly integrated into the bodywork of the car, were a hallmark of supercars from the 80s and 90s. Think of the Porsche 911 Carrera RS ducktail spoiler, the subtle lip spoiler on the Ferrari F40, or even the functional spoiler on the Nissan Skyline GT Arsa R32. While massive wings might offer more downforce, integrated spoilers offer a more refined and sophisticated aesthetic. They enhance the car's lines without overwhelming them. They are a visual signal of performance, not an over-the-top shout. In a world where aggressive aero is often prioritized over aesthetics, the return of integrated spoilers would be a welcome change. 7. Boxy Interiors, I-930 1100. Okay, this might be controversial, but hear us out. While modern car interiors are all about curves, flowing lines, and minimalist designs, there's something undeniably cool about the boxy, angular interiors of classic supercars. Think of the Lamborghini Countach, the Ferrari Testarossa, or the DeLorean DMC-12. Their dashboards were like spaceships filled with gauges, switches, and straight lines. While comfort and ergonomics have improved dramatically in modern cars, there's a certain charm, and character that's missing from today's overly smooth interiors. The sharp angles and distinct zones gave each part of the interior its own purpose. Imagine a modern interpretation of this design, incorporating high-tech materials and features while retaining the angular aesthetic. Perhaps a digital dashboard with a retro-inspired font and layout, a throwback to the future. Recap 1100 1130. So there you have it, 7 forgotten supercar styling trends that we think deserve a comeback. From pop-up headlights to boxy interiors, these elements offer a unique blend of nostalgia, style, and functionality.